You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.
Yo, we are back after that break. We are finally back in this thing, and we have a special guest in the building. DJ Oreo is in the building. What's going on, man?
I'm alright, I'm good, homie. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Hey, I'm glad y'all made it in this weather.
Man, trust me. It's crazy.
Especially out here, because it'll flood with anything.
I know, you know, I was actually driving, I was trying to know, like, I was like, man, I hope I'm not going to hit any flood on the road.
Hey, because it will happen fast.
I know.
10 minutes and we need a wrap, empty refrigerator, anything.
I know, right? That shit is crazy.
But man, I'm glad you come. We coming to talk about the ZOFA Fest, the Zounds from Africa Fest with DJ Oreo. So before we hop into that, because a lot of people don't know. Like I just met you today, so I'm interested in knowing who is DJ Oreo.
Oh, okay, man. Let's go. Okay, well, DJ Oreo, it's DJ Oreo, also known as Cookie Master. Also, I don't call myself just an Afrobeat DJ, but I'm more of like an international DJ.
Mm-hmm. Like
from Nigeria, did a little bit thing on my thing in Europe before I moved down to the US, Houston.
You said Cookie Monster. Well, how did you get the cookie? Let's talk Cookie Monster. What happened?
Well, my cookies with the K, not with the C. You know, so the truth is, Oreo, a lot of people thought Oreo at first was like with the cookie Oreo kind of thing. No, but Oreo is like, I tell people, Oreo is a Greek word because I schooled in the Greek islands and all that. So Oreo is a Greek word that means nice and sweet. So at the end of the day, when I moved, everyone was like, oh, Oreo. So is the cookie? So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's make it, let's give them just like, you know what, Cookie Master.
Yeah.
Just have, so most of the things I just bring it around that Cookie Master, have my brand which I call Cookie Experience. So everything just surround, but I switched it up from the C to the K. So that makes more sense for me. So.
Hey, now I know I done seen dance hall. I don't know that much about it over there, but when you say Cookie Monster, we got different things for cookies. So you could have been talking to the ladies on Cookie Monster. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know?
I know you keep thinking of that so weird because I have a gig next month in LA. So I wrote something. I was like, you know, DJ Oreo is coming down to LA, bringing down the cookie with him. So everyone, like, someone texted me, and it was like, whoa, the cookie. What exactly is the cookie? So, but you know, it's what it is though. But it's cookies. Not that kind of cookies. But any kind of cookies you want to take it to be, it's your thing.
Hey, as long as you come, we got
we're good. It's not there.
But so let's talk about how you got into becoming a DJ. How you got into the music.
Okay, yeah. Back in school, in college, I normally throw. Back in Nigeria, I normally throw college parties and everything. So I kind of like first of all, I started with the whole modeling thing. I've always wanted to be a showbiz person though. So I started with the modeling thing. It was good a little bit, then I switched up a little bit with doing my own shows. So after that, so I had this thing about, I like music. And if my music in any party is no good, like, it sucks in my ear. So I was like, you know what, let me just try learning this thing. And you know, so I went up to YouTube, watched a little bit of stuff, so started practicing at home from there. So I didn't really take it as a serious something back home.
So you started this in college?
Like in college,
Like you just picked, like, you know what? What
What
was you doing before music?
So I was going to school, as in I was organizing my own shows, like normal parties, school parties and all that. Call up DJs, then we do parties, we throw parties and all that. But at one point, some of the DJs keep doing the whole I'm busy kind of a thing. So most of the times, I don't have patience. Back then, when I growing up, I didn't have patience. Like, I don't know how to beg people to do stuff. Okay. I always want to do my stuff. I like my stuff 100. So when I couldn't get you to do my stuff for me, so what happens, I had to learn how to do it. So I threw my own parties and I DJ for my parties. So that was easy. So, but I was doing it for fun. But not until when I went to do my graduate school back in Europe. So I found out, okay, I could make money off this thing. So, and it was business. It turned into business. So I was lucky. The first gig I had back in school in Europe was to DJ in the second best club in the city. I don't know how it happened.
But see, you was already promoting though. They already know who you were. They
No,
were.
even then when I moved, then I wasn't really promoting back. As in, first I was promoting back in college in my undergrad in Nigeria, but I moved to Europe for my graduate school. So back then, I wasn't known. So it was like a little bit of like.
What were you taking up in school? Because you went from college to graduate school.
Okay, I actually studied mathematics, computer science, bachelor degree.
But
Then
look-
my master's was in petroleum engineering. I know people think I'm.
So
just
you
swear.
on a totally different level when it comes to DJing
I
thing and
know.
for us having brains. Like, but that's a good thing though. That's a good thing because a lot of people don't really see the other side of it.
Yeah, that's the thing they feel. Because most of the times, I normally introduce myself. I tell them, say, oh, if I meet people, like professional people, they're like, oh, I tell them, they ask me, what do you do? I say, I'm into showbiz, I'm a DJ and all that. So they'll come, someone was like, oh, why did you, what did you go to school for, all this kind of stuff. I was like, something I was talking to someone, the person was like trying to like, fill up all professional and all that. I told the person, I brought up my degrees and I showed the person, see, hey, I'm not doing DJ because I can't get a job or because I'm a dull brain. No, this is what I love to do.
And that's what makes the difference.
So it is what I love to do. It's not about because of I can't be in the professional field. No, I have these degrees and I'm still going to go to school more if I want to pack the degrees. That is what it is. Like, I'm sorry, Nigerians from the tribe we're from, our parents always make us go to school. So I did went to school to the fullest. I almost wanted to go for my postgraduate, but that's my PhD. But I was like, no, I didn't have the patience for that. But I went to school.
But you got it done though. Like I feel like that's so important. People forget the meat of like you're doing this because you love it. Like there's so many people that change the narrative. Like I'm doing this because I have to, not because
I'm
I
doing it because
love
I love to. I love to DJ. I love to make people happy. I love to make people dance. Like, I talk about this is my therapy for happiness. Like whenever I'm like, I'm a very shy person. That's number one. I'm a very, very shy person.
You're right. You're right.
But seriously, I'm telling you, I'm a very, very shy person. But it's a different ball game when I'm actually. If you see me DJing, when I talk about I'm shy, people will like, now she's saying no. I'm not, that's a whole lie. But truly, I am. But this has helped me grow off being shy, like being able to talk to people. Like before, I can't do all this, like come out and talk and all that, do all those things. But it helps me a lot build me, and it's still helping me build what I want, because there's a difference between doing something because you have to do it, but I'm doing it because I love to do it.
and it's making a difference.
I know
Because
that.
everything is going around.
Yeah, I know.
Do you feel like it's a big difference between stateside and over there?
Yes, that's a difference.
Like, what do you feel like are some of the challenges?
Over there, you're talking international, right? Nigeria specifically? Okay.
No, yeah. Are you talking even back in Nigeria, Europe, and here? Okay.
Compared to the States.
Compared to the States, okay. No doubt, there's a whole lot of opportunities here in the States. It's if you know what you're doing, it's easier to climb in the States. To climb the ladder, like if you know what you're doing, if you stay fast, if you stay focused, if you're determined, you know what you're doing, it's easier to climb the ladder. But back in Europe, it's crazy because with the whole number one, with the whole being black thing, number one, and even if you're good, you have to. The music genre, number one, it's when I moved to the States, I was good at the kind of music they do in Europe. Like the music is different. We do more of EDM. Our Afrobeat there, it's more of like dance hall kind of vibe. So it's a whole lot of different kind of things. But here, like we move into this, although there we do more pop music and like
See, I would say it make you feel good. Like
Yeah.
when you get all the different
so
sounds.
now,
and
but
music.
I'll tell you, with the whole experience from Nigeria, from Africa to Europe to here, that is why I call myself the versatile DJ, because I can DJ. You can put me to any crowd. I've DJed for a Venezuela wedding before, a Venezuela party before. I've DJed for me, it's like my 9 to 5. You can bring me up to DJ in any crowd. All I need to do is research those kind of music, and maybe I've had experience with all those. I've played in a Spanish club before. I've played back in Europe and everything. So I have all those experiences. So although it was challenging when I moved, it was challenging to get to the trend of the kind of music, but because I knew what I was looking for, I had to be out every night when I moved here, to listen to other DJs play, to listen to what kind of song people dance to in this area. So number one challenge there was trying to get to the trying to know the sound, the tune people work with. But it was a challenge, but it was a good challenge. I'll tell you, it was a good challenge and all that. So, but here, people are open to listening to new songs. But back there in Europe, like, if it's not their song, it's not their song. They're looking at if you're playing a song that they don't know, it's just like,
what are you doing?
what are you doing?
Yeah.
So, and the competition is, I won't lie, the competition is way higher there than here. There are too many crazy ass, good badass DJs. So you have to,
and that's the thing that I was gonna say, like, especially from you coming from Nigeria and over there compared to here, like, y'all love to dance over there.
Yeah.
You can barely get a guy to get off the wall to do anything. You know, it's a different. You coming from different vibes to do different things. Like, it's just all feel good music.
like, I think it's, but I like here most because here accepts they accept good sound, they accept good music, like regardless of whatever vibe it is. But if the sound is good, they vibe to the sound. It takes them a little bit while, but they will always vibe to the sound. They want to like learn new stuff. Like all back there, all around back in Europe, it's only but a few of them black people. Like the other way, like it's hard for them to vibe to some little kind of like it's hard, but it's getting there though. It's getting there. Like at the end of the day, it's just for you to be able to do what you got to do to be able to vibe around. Like I tell people, like I'm that kind of DJ that I play to my crowd. I don't sit down in my house and rehearse what I want to play. I don't go with like playlist or whatever it is. Like it depends on. That is why you can take, even though you take me unawares and tell me call me up now in the next 1 hour. Oreo, I want to go DJ for a Spanish crowd. I can. Because I play to the crowd. I don't play to pre-planned stuff and all that. Yeah, so that's
to the vibe. I got you.
Yeah.
So we figured out who you were. We figured out when you started. But when did you know that this is something that you love? Yes, I know you. Besides, you had to do it on your own. But when did you know, like, you know what? I'm really gonna do this thing.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm really gonna take off with it.
I think it was sometime last year when I moved here. I know this was because when I moved here, it takes a lot to climb the ladder to be the best. Like I'm not trying to brag about it, but I think I'm the best.
You got to be there.
I'm the best like international DJ here in Houston. So it's. And it's
a lot of weight on it.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is for Houston, but there's a whole lot of. So me, I'm trying to like get out there. So, but when I knew it was what it is. It's after that was sometime last year when I did a wedding. I did 2 kind of gigs last year: a wedding gig and this private party. So and it was a whole lot of situation in these 2 gigs. Like I tell people that these are the changing point of my life in Houston. Like what happened in the gig, like I found out that even in the lowest, like even when a party, I just had this thing of changing any party. Like even if I come in to any place to come and DJ, then it's just something about my music. I don't know what it is, but I just feel that people keep asking me. It got to a point where people ask me, "Are you on drugs?" Whenever you DJ, because the way you play, how you think. But at the end of the day, I find out that as time goes, like I grew every day. Every day I am on the turntable. Like it's like how I put it. It's like every day I see every day as a new challenge. So I say like, okay, this is it. Even as much as I try to, one time earlier this year or mid this year, I wanted to quit. I was like, you know what, let me just get done with this and just go back to my professional career life and all that. I tried it a little bit, but I found that like there was no joy. This is my joy. I was like, there was no joy, this is my joy. So I couldn't like, and the thing is, as much as each passing day, I see myself getting more into it, like, you know, and each day I sit down, new stuff's coming to the head, like, you know what to do, because I tell people, like, I'm not just gonna be that ordinary DJ, like, my mentors and those I look up to, like, for example, I look up to like people like DJ Khaled, like I love stuff, like at one point I want to be able to like, oh, where if they call, man, DJ Oreo is coming to this place, everybody like, man, we're going to that place because who is there, who's coming, is DJ Oreo. So I knew at one point it's happening now in Houston, so then I know, okay, this is it, I need to still keep pushing this thing no matter what it is. So that's what brought about Kookies experience, increasing, I think, opening up the brand Kookies experience and trying to do some little things by myself, like this event, and that's what brought up ZOFA Fest.
So, was Houston the first stateside that you came to, the first city that you came to?
Yeah.
Why Houston?
All the Nigerians are there.
No.
But they're everywhere, though.
Of course, my homeboy would say something that would say, if you go to any city, any country in the world and you don't find a Nigerian, then that country has nothing to give to the world.
I agree with that. Facts.
Any country you go to and there's no one Nigerian in that country, check that country, there's a problem in that country. There's a problem in that country, or that country has nothing to offer again to the world. So, well, I came around, I looked around and I said, okay, there was New York on my mind, there was Houston.
Because you got Atlanta.
Yeah, there's Atlanta on my head, then New York and Houston. So I was like, you know what, I came from Europe was cold. I didn't like the cold region and all that. So
New York.
So New York was like, and I saw that New York was too rowdy for me and all that. So I was like, okay, New York was not bad. Atlanta was good. It was another option for me, but I have family. I have my family in Atlanta, but I didn't want. I know moving to Atlanta, I'll be on the family and everything. So, but me, I'm a very, very independent person. So I just wanted to like stay out of family and, you know, I can go visit family and all that. But I said, okay, you know what? Let me just go to where I don't know nobody. So that was Houston was the place, and had the same kind of weather like back in Nigeria. So it was good for me.
Hey, that's it. Cause hey, we gonna get a lot of rain. We ain't gonna get no snow.
Oh yeah, rain.
And it's gonna be hot all the time. That's the main.
Yes, that was it.
But so we got past that. You gotta have a professional career, like you finally kicked off with the DJ, and then you create the ZOFA Fest. What is the ZOFA Fest?
The ZOFA Fest. ZOFA Fest, full meaning Sounds from Africa Fest. You know, okay, I think I create things from things I see on my way up. Like, coming from Europe, like I know that back in Europe, Afrobeat is dope. And the African artists there, they have a good sound. Like in London, they have an Afrobeat sound. Like, you don't need to go back to Africa to be well known, but there in Europe, like, you're known with your good music and everything. They have like a good sound together and all that. So, but here I came to the US, like, I see a lot of people doing good music here. Like, all these artists, they're great, they're good, but it's just like the opportunity is not the platform. There's no good platform for these people to do something. Like, what you have them do is maybe, for example, if Whiskey is coming, Burna Boy is coming, or a top big known artist, A-list artist is coming, they'll just slot them in as open up artists. So that I wanted to change. I wanted to create a platform where people, all these artists here in the US, African artists in diaspora, US, will have a platform to be the main artists in these shows. No Whiskey, no Davido, no Burna Boy, but for us, by us, to the people.
I definitely like. It's been a lot of talking for the people. Like before, it's been a lot of
So me, I was like, and the thing is, there are a lot of talented things, and music was not just only the thing that has to do with talent, entertainment, showbiz. So I was like, okay, Afrobeat is growing real big. Everybody, even the States, even in everywhere, everybody wants to jump in to Afrobeat. You see Chris Brown doing Afrobeat songs now. You see everybody jumping into Rihanna listen to Afrobeats. Everybody wants to do. Everybody love the sound. So, and we have good people doing the sounds here, but the opportunity is not created for them to do something. But rather than maybe just call them up to be warm-up startup artists. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's create sounds from Africa. Show people what it is.
So this is an introduction for the platform.
This is the introduction to the platform for everybody that does good music, dance, art, and fashion in diaspora.
Is it only for the Afrobeats market, or is it for any artist?
It's for, let me say, because it's not just for the Afrobeat market. It's a market, is a platform where everybody can jump into. But the thing is, we want to showcase that part, yeah. But like in this launch now, we have a couple of 4 African American artists in there. Yeah. So coming to do, because Afrobeat is not just Afro. There's Afrobeat, there's Afro pop, there's Afro rap, there's Afro hip hop. So it's just everything. It's just a sound where people need to I'm trying to bridge the gap, and there's Afro dancehall too. So they have Jamaicans too coming through. So it's a platform where everybody can be something. Everybody that has this platform to do what they know how to do best.
So what are some of the artists that you have on the platform that's coming?
Yeah, I have a couple of artists, not just have artists from Houston, have artists from Atlanta, from Chicago, from New York, and but I have number one, I have Emma Naira. She's big. She's a Nigerian artist that stays around here too. I have Morientes, he's Nigerian, but stays in Atlanta. We have Kevin Ball, MBOJ. We have Nesteria. She's coming all the way from New York. We have T Cross. We have a couple of Have B. It's just a whole lineup of them. Have B, OJ Wright. We have Kilo. We have a whole couple of them, and it's gonna be a total package for people to come see what these people have in stock.
So what year is this y'all doing? Is this y'all second or third year?
First.
Oh, this is the very first.
This is really like an official soft launch, right? And I can promise you, I tell the Oreo all the time, we've been marketing it behind the scenes, but it's gonna be a packed house, right? Not only that, we will have next year is gonna be bigger, right? So it's like, okay, he thought about the idea, now we're executing the idea. And we're gonna have the event, and next year, I promise you, when you walk these, who's this guy? It's gonna be like, no, I want to work with this guy, right? So that's the kind of challenge that we have, but it's not gonna be a challenge for us next year.
Did y'all get any sponsors this year? Anybody have behind?
We have a few sponsors, vendors. Main thing is we have finger licking. I'll let Oreo talk about some of the sponsors, but it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, because for the sponsors, we have finger licking. They're taking care of they're taking care of the welfare part of the whole artist and the staff on the arrival of the artists and everything. So that they're supporting this African restaurant, and they just started up this thing about food truck. So they're going to be coming out on the day of the event to showcase their food truck and everything. So that's one part of it. Then we have other T London agency too. They're taking care of the models and everything. So then it's just a whole lot of together. Then we have my partners in the stuff to Shepherd Night Entertainment. So they handling everything around with me, management and all the stuff and promoting and everything with the whole concert. Then we have media too. We have that Enterprise her. She's putting all together, everything together. Then we have Molly Network and all that. So media houses coming through. So to do their thing. So it's a whole. I think it's something everybody is excited about.
So is this gonna be the traditional part, or we gonna party like y'all party over there in Nigeria? So it's just gonna be everybody coming in I don't want to be coming next to the stage. No, we need to just keep this thing rolling. Everybody hopping in.
Well, it's gonna be more because there's gonna be an after party though.
See,
So-
okay, is this gonna be a closed after party?
Yeah, he's gonna be.
We're gonna explain it. So no, the event is at
Skybox.
Skybox
I
Houston.
seen how y'all party. I'm trying to get in one of them dance hall party. I'm trying to close and
So-
lock the doors. Everybody, we let's just
They're gonna
have
party
fun.
all night. It's gonna be like 24 hours. I promise you, right? So the event is at Skybox on November 16th, and it's at 6 p.m. Right? And then that'll run for a couple of hours because, like he said, he's infusing, integrating dance, designers, fashion, artists. He'll have dance groups there performing live. And then there's an official after party at O2. That's where he DJs
I need
at.
black lights and body paint.
Yeah.
That's what I need
I think
that.
it's gonna be a real turn up.
It's gonna be a ton of the party. The event starts from 6 and ends by 12 o'clock.
Ooh, Lord, 6 hours.
6 hours of non-stop entertaining activities.
Oh, you can want to sleep after you leave.
We went to the after party.
Oh, that's
the
right.
first
No,
part.
so
Oh.
the better part of the thing is after that we're all running to O2 Lounge to go cause some little bit issues. Like when they call issues, like we're gonna turn up till your money, till like just turn up after that. Then the next day I'm gonna sleep for 24 hours.
You gotta make it to the next
Well, I'm gonna make it. Well, I'm gonna make it to the next day, of course. But I think it's gonna be good. It's
Hey,
gonna be.
I'm super excited because it sounds like it's gonna be, especially something to come over the years after more people hear about it. It's gonna get bigger and bigger.
So
I can definitely hear it.
the whole thing is gonna be 6 p.m. We're gonna have the red carpet, have medias come around, do some interviews to people. We just want to hear what people think about ZOFA first.
And that's a good part. I hate to put this out, but I have to say it because I think people sometimes expect that I'm going to be here.
Right.
Unfortunately, I won't be here. I'll be supporting another initiative, One Africa, that I deal with in Dubai. But my PR partner, very dynamic, and her team will be executing for me the red carpet and the media. So we're going to take care of the artists. We're going to take care of DJ Oreo, and I promise you guys, you don't want to miss it. So they got to go get their tickets because we're going fast. Right, so I'll let him tell you guys how to find that.
Let us know how you get them tickets.
Get the
Let
tickets.
us know where we can go.
Right, so tickets are on sales now on Zounds from Africa first. .eventbrite.com. So Zounds with a Z. So Zounds from Africa first. .eventbrite.com. So you go there, you get your tickets. It's not expensive. It's just a token.
I'm gonna make sure I put the link on myself so y'all can just click on it right over the video. So we want to make sure that we put that out so y'all can get it. Because it sounds like it's gonna be a great and it's gonna be a long night.
It's gonna be something like, and really good, we have a whole lot of different. It's not just Nigerians. We have Nigerians coming. We have Ghanaians coming. We have Cameroonians coming. We have Southern Africans. We have Angolans. We have Jamaican artists. We have even the African Americans to perform it. So it's not just it's something I want to showcase and everybody feel loved. Everybody feel at home. Like it's Africa.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Party.
Excited. I was just like, man, y'all party different. Y'all party for real.
They do.
And y'all like to dance. That's why I'm like, see.
Oreo, dance for us real quick.
Oh man.
Now-
He can dance,
now,
y'all.
hold on.
He
No,
can
just
dance,
wait.
bro.
Just wait. You're gonna see me on stage.
I ain't asked this man to dance. I just
I
want
did,
y'all to know.
because I done seen
I'm
him
gonna put
dance. I
up
done seen him
shoes
dance.
and let him.
Yeah, we're gonna be live. We're gonna be live on stage doing the thing. I'm gonna do I'm gonna be DJing. I'm gonna be performing my music. I have 2 songs though, so 2 singles though, and I'm gonna be dancing too. So trust me.
And he's going to be showing off his clothes, his fashion, because he's being styled by someone.
Yeah, so another thing there is please, it's very important. Like my parties, I love my events, dress up. My events are dress up.
Like you gotta come out. You gotta
Red
come
carpet.
Red
Come
carpet.
out.
So it's a red carpet kind of style.
No rags.
No rags, please. No sweatpants. I just no sweat.
No.
No hoodies. Just come,
Matter of fact, don't even wear Jordans. Don't even bring no Jordans. Put on some
Go
good shoes.
sneakers.
Nothing.
Get some good shoes, some dress up shoes. Get some shirts, and come up and wear some Gucci glasses on.
So, you know what? He's saying all this because there's a fashion piece to it. So we
Yeah.
have designers, we have some models that are going to be, like he said, provided by T London Agency.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fashion designers that are coming apart, some Nigerian, some American. We have even an Ethiopian fashion designer. So it's going to be really, really, like I said, I love the fact, I support it because I believe in his vision, but I love the diversity of it. And like you said, it's to infuse and bring culture together. and then bring it back to where it all started from, which was Africa. So I love his vision, and I think it's gonna be awesome.
We're good, yeah. It's gonna be a great time. I don't see. I tell people don't be part of the people that the story will be told to. Be part of the people that are gonna tell the story.
Facts.
So that will make much sense.
Before we go ahead and tell everybody where they can follow you, like on your Instagram, your Facebook page, so they can get in contact with you.
All right, so don't forget it's your boy DJ Oreo, aka the Cookie Master, aka Mr. Overdue, aka Mr. Freshest, aka everything. It's good. So, well, you can follow me on every platform: Facebook, IG, SoundCloud, Apple Music, everything. You can catch me on there live on official, because I think there are too many DJ Oreos, but I'm the number one.
You're the official one, right?
I'm the official DJ Oreo. So it's official DJ Oreo on every platform. And also you can follow the event page on IG. It's ZOFA, ZOFA _fest, FEST. So you're gonna get us, and you keep updates with the event, and you keep updates with DJ Oreo. So we stay working, we're still coming, we're still loading. Too many things to happen. 2020 is fine, trust me, it is.
And y'all heard it right here. I'm gonna make sure I put the link up for y'all, so y'all go back and check it out. Make sure I'm actually put the video back up as well. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Remember the ZOFA Fest, you heard it first here. We finna make this happen. So y'all need to hop on board and make, support each other. Finally do something right for a change instead of talking and gossiping all the time. Yeah. But again, y'all stay safe out there in this rain, man. I'll get with y'all next week.
You're kicking it with G on your favorite station.
The perfect station.
92 KELZ, the only station with new music, new artists, new sound.